The day that I could be completely student debt-free, that means a lot for me. That'd be a big weight off my shoulder. It means buying a home. It can mean maybe focusing more on a business, just a lot.
Today, President Biden made the official announcement of the launch of the student loan forgiveness process at studentaid.gov. The application process actually opened this weekend with more than 8 million people applying to receive up to $20,000 in relief of student debt already. Republican attorneys general and governors in 7 states have filed lawsuits to block the student loan forgiveness plan completely. So the political lines are clearly drawn in this election. Democrats are trying to deliver and have delivered debt relief to 40 million people, and Republicans are trying to stop any of that help from getting to any of those 40 million people.
This is a game changer for millions of Americans. We get moving. And it took an incredible amount of effort to get this website done in such a short time. Republican members of Congress and Republican governors are trying to do everything they can to deny this relief, even to their own constituents. As soon as I announced my administration's student debt plan, they started attacking it, saying all kinds of things. Their outrage is wrong and it's hypocritical.
Our next guest began his career as an elementary school teacher, then became a school principal, then served as the Commissioner of Education in the state of Connecticut, and is now President Biden's Secretary of Education. Joining us now is Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. First of all, tell us exactly how to apply. 40 million people and all of their relatives who are going to tell them to do this need to know exactly how to apply.
Yeah, great. Thank you for having me tonight. Look, a simple process, less than 5 minutes. Go to studentaid.gov, submit your application there, and you're all set. 40 million people are eligible for debt relief, up to $20,000. We know that about half of those 40 million that are eligible could have their loans totally canceled, totally wiped out with this action by the president. We're excited to move forward with it.
Do you, what is the timetable on this? If someone is going to the website right now, which is studentaid.gov, as I recall, if they're going to studentaid.gov right now and they fill out this application, they put in all their information about their loan, how long will it take for them to get a notice of how much has been forgiven?
Right. Right. Well, I could tell you right now that if someone's on that website right now, before this interview is over, they could be done applying. They'll get confirmation instantly that their loan application has been submitted. And then we would go in the process of ensuring that there's a match with a loan because we want to make sure we're providing loan relief for those who are eligible and qualify and have a loan. And then the process will take over from there. We expect it to be fairly quickly, but the folks that are applying, their step is just to apply within 5 minutes. That's their job. And then we're going to communicate with them. The beauty of this is that we want to be very proactive here. We want to make the process simple. So we're going to be communicating updates to those who have applied, letting them know where they are in the process.
So there are kids, when I do the math, there are kids who had you in class as their elementary school teacher who are tonight applying for student debt relief from their college tuition bills with your guidance. What does that feel like for you to be personally delivering this help?
Lawrence, it's a great feeling. There's a student who I had in my first year as a 4th grade teacher, Carla, who got back to me recently saying that she benefited from some of the borrower defense actions we've taken as I was as Secretary of Education. It's a great feeling knowing not only for the students that I've had, but for millions of Americans across the country who are looking at higher education as a pathway to prosperity to have some debt relief. So I'm excited about it. And I know there's so many stories out there. Last Friday, I was in Boston, and we were doing an event at a school, at a college. And I had one person literally dancing, sharing that she can finally consider buying a house now. because of the debt relief that she's going to receive, that she's eligible for. This is game-changing. It's life-changing for these people. It's going to change their abilities to move on and buy a home, start a business, as that video showed earlier. We're really excited about this.